Again, the only real outlier to that, we're coming back to Lotus, which both of these teams actually struggled on. Again, losses, but versus Heretics and likes T1, they're no slouches, right?
No,
but to come in today, you've got to lean toward, again, G2 map win rate overall, I think sitting around 70%. This is a stronghold for them.
I mean, to my eye, though, the result DRG got against T1, even in the loss, hitting what OTs, looking pretty solid. I don't think they're as much of a slouch as people may think they are. Already a bit of a draw of blood as this patient hold towards middle finally broke. You got to look at the HP that they're walking away with this from, though. Both losing out on one, but Nick's down low, Ackerman down low. Got to be careful now. There's still that Sheriff and the Frenzy in play for G2.
Leaf next up here to potentially find one, but we'll catch the stun here. No chance of a swing out for Flexin. He's going to get up close behind this smoke as well. He doesn't got timing!
It always works! That position always seems to work. And Leaf caught just drifting in. And that's a recovered Sheriff too, and a player advantage. And you've got to look at Jonah P's HP now. This becomes a huge point of it. 2 HP to work with. All 3 from G2 stacked towards Tree. DRG still with utility to play back in with this. You've got to look towards Nick, you've got to look towards Flexin. Carefully clearing through sight. First bit of stall committed. Trent's still got util to play on here, but this is getting sketchy. They've got to get a move on DRG. Got to try and draw these G2 players out. Draw out that utility! A Demon 1! That's got to feel so damn sweet.
3 to close out the pistol. Convincing fashion. Again, as soon as that util comes off cooldown, they're just stuck in such an awkward position. And the timing here, Leaf falling, I think he's maybe feeling as if he's the one with the upper hand in this situation.
Enemy remaining.
What a start. The substitute here versus G2.
And I've loved watching Demon 1 even play a role that he's not traditionally known for. I think he's got the balance right. I think he knows when to stay, when to leave, and I think mechanically, you can't write him out when he's motivated.
I mean, way back when, back even scrimming for EG, he was on the Cypher, so
that's
you
true.
saw a lot of cycling through with what he played for EG.
Whoa,
Actually,
lovely.
I could get away with it.
Okay, though, that's a problem. Through D1, already hyped up on the desk, but takes a lot of damage on this now, and G2 are closing the gap. Already starting to walk through water. Jonah P looking to be the one to kind of secure a little bit further towards CT, facilitate that plant potentially. He's much deeper than the rest of his team.
Yeah, I mean, they've done the hard work here. They should be able to get a plant unless Nick can find anything, but it's a stinger from this range.
Yeah.
Spike planted.
Could be something dangerous in this. Look at Leaf as well. Now up on that Guardian. DRG patient on the play back in. I was a little worried on the timing in the first round now. Gotta be on red alert here. Jonah P still has the haunt to hand. Trent as well with utility, but Jonah P not happy. Sitting back passively. Takes the fight into his own hands. As Leaf gonna chunk down the remainders on CT.
Trent now next on the chopping block, but Leaf certainly have to apply further pressure here. Finds a headshot as well. It's just Nick left.
Yeah, this is a lot to do, and I think his options are pretty much null. Does at least take down Jonah P, but a big turn of events for G2. A Thrifty, a MasterCard Thrifty coming into this second round. They'll be happy with that, gets them back on track. Because again, when I'm looking at G2, I'm going to hold you to a higher standard,
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
This is not an acceptable position to be in. If you're going to be sloppy, if you're going to be quiet, I need them to come out swinging. And this is a lovely example of that.
Yeah, I mean, we can get into the bigger picture as this series progresses, but certainly in terms of international validation, that's kind of the next thing on the list for G2, considering their domestic record. The round 2 flip here certainly puts them back in the driving seat. There's a setup here outside B. Just waiting for any aggression coming out. You can see there is a stack over towards A here from DRG. And these round 2 flips always make it a little awkward in terms of the early game tempo.
Drone going out.
Yeah, and just a stack from DRG, don't even mind it really. So, gonna go for a bit of a gamble. Fair shout. G2, I'd like to see them explore that. Take their time. And when I talk about holding to higher standards, I am looking at Jaw having a big performance, Jonah P as well. To my eye, during that regular season run up to this point, I think Jonah P was exceptionally good. Really, really solid performer. And I'd love to see more of that from him here. It wasn't a brilliant first series from them. I know that they were saying in the interviews, hey, you know, it's fine. We still got, you know, the attitude's fine. But
well, again, that's
there is a degree in which I go, okay, but you're meant to be winning these.
Sure, I think there's a short list of teams that you could kind of slot into. You look back at the match result, and if it's anybody but Heretics, again, Heretics on a good day, that standard's always going to elevate.
Yeah, and a revitalized Heretics, right? I think everyone looking at that got a little caught off, the way they look, the compositions they were running. This is a good time for Jaw to go farming, though. And he might have a couple more chances, but I think they're now avoiding this position. But building towards ult, how's he doing? About halfway, so love a little bit more for him.
Yeah, whether or not he does go hunting, and obviously the funds will be there after this. He's sitting at 3,900. Might even get played in here, I think. DRG planning to just fall to the spike, but actually does get shut down, yeah?
Yeah. Again, I think those opportunities now will be waning. I think we've got to wrap up on this one. DRG went for, I said, the gamble. Didn't work out. All good for G2. A loss on one, but Jaw was hunting. He was willing to accept that potential loss. So G2
money in the bank as
stabilize.
well, yeah. Certainly able to bounce back. Leaf even potentially, I mean, he's sharp. And hold on to the Guardian here to make that even worse. Considering just a 2-1 scoreline, you look at the finances sit behind this now.
Woof.
G2 in firm control.
Very
this
tasty.
opening stretch of rounds.
I do want to see, once we get into the more kind of traditional sense of these rounds, because we've had a little bit of a flip, obviously, in round 2. How much do they explore that C site? Do they try and abuse the stand-in? How does it look? What's G2's read on this?
Well, yeah, you say stand there, but Demon One, again, historically, a player that can stand on his own 2 feet for sure.
Very true. Looking like a little trap almost set towards this B lobby, but Ackerman gonna just shift away from this in time, as you do see the drone from Teo coming down. Jaw gonna be clearing through methodically. The patience displayed here by G2.
No real progress made either on the back of that from DRG. Happy to just tuck themselves into C. 2 now in towards blue. Relief, if anything, they find on the other side of this.
Patience, got it.
G2 very cautious in approach. Almost anticipating for a second round now that DRG going to go hunting. See, this time the gun's on the other side.
It looks like the first tester of Demon 1 here. I want to see how he fares with this site attack. It is quite overwhelming. Tries to stall out on the first. The TP will then get taken. That's going to be Valen on the site, but
Gets
Demon 1,
as well.
I do think, though, he's been very good at knowing when to stay and when to go, and then playing with the rest of the team to retake on towards the site. So, for now, though, G2 have very steadily, cleanly taken this C site.
Being as well with the Waylay and the Breach, you do have a ton of util to put to use in a site like this for sure.
Mostly looking at Valen with that paranoia still. Everyone else kind of worked out. They don't have much util to play with a slow, steady start. They cleared methodically, as said, but now you see the dive back in. Ackerman going to take that space away. Trent now falls, and Nick on the follow-up. DRG clearing out house. Still one man was on the site, also cleared out. This is beautiful. What a stunning play back through from DRG. That looked far too simple.
Yeah, there's just so many tools to dump onto this site, force G2 a little deeper out of these close contact positions, and with Jorgamo just desperate to find something. DRG are the ones to be the victors of patience here.
One enemy.
Oh, this man's locked in. Demon 1. Look, there's a scary thing about seeing him motivated, right? Like, really motivated. I think a lot of people saw him grinding before I think we publicly knew he wasn't joining G2 as they're standing. He was working like a dog, right? Everyone's seeing this guy fixing it up. Clearly went back and took some feedback too, but this has got to be a point to prove for him.
And ultimates-wise, Jonah P and Jorgamo the closest for G2. Nothing on the table for the start here at round 5, but again, not too far from D1 and Ackerman. Slow progress being made once more. Again, G2 are almost waiting out some of these pieces of utility, but actually now DRG looking to clear some of this space.
I like this, proactively clearing over towards rubble. Now, Jaw has slipped a little deeper, had a little bit of a glance towards B, certainly going to draw some eyes, but it's Ackerman waiting on it. Oh! Yeah, more of that, please. A little audacious to go for the second, but fancying his chances. And they're going to have to stay disciplined here, Mike. This is a very patient, and steady G2.
Yeah, G2 are waiting for DRG to make moves somewhere and maybe springboard off the back of it. Jonah Pete now going to get shut down as well. The casualties continue to fall here. We have a TP for Valen, so a chance to maybe catch his timing elsewhere, but already with progress made towards Mound, Util will give this away. Certainly now confirmation on the back of the flash as well.
God, they're leaving this so damn late. I mean, I know they're trying to sell them something, but look, we haven't been fans of this from Fnatic in EMEA. I don't want to be seeing them
10 seconds now,
running into the Melons rounds, but they're banking on Jorgamo at least getting one here. But if you're DRG, you're expecting that want of aggression, an overextension to try and even the numbers. And now they do get the plant, but it's down to 2, G2 and Valen.
It's got to go huge here.
This would have to be a miracle near on. Not much utility, yes, for DRG to play this back through, but simply the body's in the right place. And the aim is looking locked in. DRG, they're going to be waking up G2 here. You can't be sloppy in this, Mike. This is looking a little off-kilter to my eye.
Bouncing back very nicely off a fumble in round 2. And first showing of their hand in terms of aggression, but it doesn't really result to anything. But them winning out in the late round. And again, I think DRG have got solid information here. The utility set off elsewhere on the map.
Lackluster performance. Yes, they're going through the motions. Yes, they're playing, you know, your thinking man's game of run a late default, work the utility. I get it, but give me something on top right now, because 3-2, it's not looked brilliant.
Benefit being G2 have got some ultimates now. Ian Jorgamo to get the ball rolling here in round 5.
Face your fear.
Nightfall actually to lay on top of this. And actually able to get out. Yeah, Jorgamo can't find a kill.
That's big, and actually Ackerman in the meantime, isolating the 2. Desperately trying to close the gap, but this is brilliantly handled. A lovely reaction from DRG. G2 once again being outmaneuvered after a timeout. Good hit.
Reclearance here from DRG. Again, conscious Jorgamo slipped even further, but a solid advantage here and further ultimates being invested here.
Not going to take many chances. They want to now gap close onto this. Clear backside, but it's looking towards water to try and clear this through cleanly. Demon 1. Oh, he locks it in on that. Couldn't quite convert on leave. The position noted. And rinse and repeat, Mike. DRG have the playbook. They've got the plan, and they are doing it so damn well.
I'd love to see the play outdoor again here. The timing on this was absolutely sublime.
This is god tier work from them.
Nick sets that. I believe it was Nick that set
I think it was, right?
Well, no, it wasn't. I thought actually there were assists coming alongside that. But completely unexpected. Except from G2 to layer the Nightfall on top here. Yeah, caught them completely off guard on the approach to C. It's another successful retake and defusal. 4 for 4. And still funds to invest here. Again, broken by nonetheless for G2. And 2 big ultimates invested. Do have the pit now. Trent getting closer and closer. We're able to buy behind this, but maybe an indicator here of the pace changing ever so slightly in terms of the early round at least.
Seriously, one putting up a good fight over here, keeping this map very at least known, I feel like. None of the extremities have been truly explored. There's still an eye put towards it from Flex and 2 over towards A in case there is that late lurk. Now, Jonah Peak could have late presence, but you're still looking at this reclear towards side. This is what DRG have been very good at, but we haven't seen this B side tested. Paranoia goes in, Demon 1 starts to go for the walk. Ackerman already on the side, but it's Flexen this time. Every single one of those DRG players is having their time in the sun. Now Trent still with the ult though. Don't forget about that. Jonah P in a lot of trouble. A bounding player moves forward as Demon 1 taps that spike. No reaction yet. Still trying to draw that utility out. The time is starting to look good for them. Trent doing well on towards Nick here. Demon 1 still though, sitting towards that defuse. Trent tries to do what he can, but DRG every single time outdoing G2.
They are looking so well structured in terms of approaching these retakes. This is with a pit, by the way. Trent gets his ultimate up as well. There's so much to convert this post plant for G2.
They're like freebie ults sometimes. That feels like it's slam dunk.
I mean, I didn't catch it there on the replay. Did Leaf get caught in like an accidental jump off the box? He repositioned so deep within the pit.
Oh, this could be legendary, Mike. I mean, I know it's map 1, but you got to think about that mental warfare happening right now. G2 with a shocker of a first game. Yeah, you could context it with the fact that Heretics look revitalized, but this would be the ultimate vengeance for Demon 1, and Ori Spirit Z1 can be doing the work for him. Takes away Jaw, blunts the tip of the spear, and once again they've got control. They fought over towards Mound. They've got control of Rubble. They're doing everything spot on.
Now I think G2 are going to be so worried about giving away openers because they find themselves in disadvantaged positions time and time again. Like I said, getting plants in, having the right ultimates to convert, but unable to stick the landing.
Here.
Then things will slow down once more.
Cover going.
Again, it's G2 spread very thin on this default.
And I love this kind of then tempo change, right? DRG fight for a lot of the space initially, but then they're happy to shift away, sit a little bit deeper now. They've burnt a lot of G2's utility just trying to get to this position. So still, I think that wall is still there in play, so something to be cleared if they do want to go for this, but Ackerman there, waiting patiently, could call in support easily. It's a 2-1-2. Really not going to fight for it, but hey, tail to tail. Oh! They can't put a foot wrong. They are walking on water right now. And I can't believe it looks so easy for DRG up against someone like G2, who are meant to play good quality Val, right? Like they're meant to go through those motions, but now they got to try and hold on to this site with only 3 players here, and diving is Ackerman again, tearing them limb from limb. Mental gameplay.
He is absolutely on fire, Lauren.
He's loving it.
I mean, DRG are just so good at investing their util at the right moment. G2 aren't being given kills ahead of the plant. They're struggling to even scratch the surface of some of these setups.
This was meant to be redemption for G2 after a shaky first series that most of us chalked
Look at the
up.
timeline.
Look at it. Look at it. Because G2 are feeling it. They're feeling every single one of those rounds, and they have no answer to it yet. It just feels like DRG are heaven sent right now. They've got everything going right. They got their odds, they got their money, and they are hitting their damn shots. Already Spirit Z1 gonna back away from this. Already an earlier clear and a faster pace.
Yeah, Stingers here, you know, G2 are almost going to run it down at this site just to try and swing the pendulum back in their favor. No, Demon 1 able to get away. Doesn't give his life away either. So still we're in the same position here. Tons of util.
Yeah, they have a lot still in the tank here, but a fight had on CT. First time G2 have tried to dig deeper, search further, and now an advantage, finally to their name. Couldn't quite get the upgrades, but still, they've got so many of them.
It's still just sitting back on these Stingers now. And not much damage done.
Oh,
whoa, does that say that?
Unconfirmed, but still, it's there. G2.
Time going to be a factor now as well, though, so yeah, probably just looking for exits at this point.
Hello.
You almost want them to hold on to these Stingers.
Yeah, I mean, they were the original Stinger merchants, right? So, Flex is doing more. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. First solution made, right? Search deeper, offset that retake, take a fight further into those back lines.
Well, first real commitment or intention behind an early round from G2. It wouldn't even say, it doesn't really catch DRG off guard. Like I said, D1's out of here. A couple of favourable engagements here with the Stingers that you could argue some of these rifles should have outdone, but 15-4 in the opening 10.
It's a performance. It is a damn performance, but it does feel like, yes, he is the highlight. Yes, he's the one with his name up in the feed, but it's a team effort. And a different beginning, actually. Normally we've seen that kind of start from Spirit Z1 over towards Mount. This time, a little bit closer towards B. Maybe expecting this adjustment.
Well, yeah, switch up of Demon 1 altogether as well.
True.
So it's almost the second variation here. It's another curveball to throw at G2. Oh, here.
They're so brave.
Again, the only real opportunity G2 have had a clean opening duel.
Yeah, but they're being herded right back into Demon 1 here. Sitting pretty comfortable. Has support towards, you know, Blue Room if he needs it. I guess they got Jonah P's ult, which is kind of nice if they need to be more secure in this.
Jorgomo's desperate for somebody to come hunted on C.
Oh. but I'm scared that they've still got this man to clear. You get about that 40-second mark, you got to start committing, right? It's like if you do want to continue towards A, that's fine.
Spikes.
Big fake.
Yeah.
Big fake.
Spike's heading elsewhere here, so
Oh, this is
first time
lovely.
G2 have almost had the advantage in terms of
30
the
seconds
macro
left.
overall. Going to be a wide open site, but key difference here being some util and actually the Rolling Thunder on top of that invested towards holding down A.
Yeah, this is a really nice round adaptation from G2. The fake, almost testing the resolve from DRG to hold on to that utility that late, right? Now, they've still got a little bit, but not a great deal. Nowhere near the previous amounts they've had to work with, and they've got Jaw on this deeper line. Gonna cost them a little
not
bit to
anymore,
push him
yeah.
back. Slow and steady, but this time again, a little bit further detached, back towards Mound. I'm looking at who's coming on this flank, though. Ackerman again, slow and steady, herding them closer. And now the pressure's starting to be applied on the site, so the eyes get drawn away
good
from this.
farm,
This
good farm.
could be absolutely everything. Brilliant on one, but gets denied on the follow-up. Surety won, though. In the meantime, taking that space away. Jaw still on the site, takes down the brawl.
Last
Nick
player
again
standing.
still
Time.
holding this, but time is running low, and so is it.
Yeah, he's got close.
I don't think he's got this one. He absolutely doesn't, but it was pretty close. Leaf in the end, keeping his cool just long enough.
And the timing of these smokes dropping is the only reason DRG can't catch a half diffuse. I mean, it's one of those situations where just a little too much to think about with 2 or 3 players from G2 on your screen, but
Oh, that was quick.
credit to
Turn that
Leaf,
one.
yeah, on the trade here to
Remaining.
eliminate the threat in the back lines. It comes right down to the wire for G2 to convert a buy round post plant.
God, they needed that. They really needed that one. Now, is there further layers to this? Kind of caught on the fake there. DRG investing all that util they've been very frugal with on that fake pump towards A, but I like that from... Oh! This guy is a treat to watch, but where are you heading back to? Valorant actually backing away from the fight, and so is Nick. DRG and the boys kind of resetting a little, but that A site is open.
See now, well, do have the Aura ultimate as well, so a chance to maybe convert on the back of that, but Leaf finding a crucial kill.
There he is. Starting to see him heat up
Spike
here.
planted.
A key factor back with the team, but Sprucey one going to spot out the first. You can see that kind of tailor-made execution, setting up Demon 1 to take down Leaf. But the follow-up on Trent, going no man's land. But can the Professor be the one to teach him a lesson this time around? He certainly can. There's the man you were waiting for. The backbone of this team sometimes. But does very well again, starting to close that gap up now at 5-6.
What a beautiful contrast towards the end of this first half. G2 now winning out in terms of the war of attrition for some of these.
One enemy remaining.
DRG just looks so lethal in some of these
I do that
retakes.
shit every day. I do that shit every day.
All right, operator in play, that's Jaw with that, got the ult too. On the other side, the money finally starting to wane, right?
Yeah,
That's been locked
yeah.
in for so long, it felt like.
And even then, it's still rifled. It's a Guardian and a Bulldog. Further aggression outside B, but this time around, do catch Trent.
Oh, they're doing well on these opening picks. We saw it in the previous
Quickly,
too.
they pivot away from this opening engagement. They know G2 are trying to find this timing.
Absolutely bang on. They're going to get the site though. G2 going to plant the flag towards this, pop the ult on top, secure the plant, put up the barriers of entry. Well, they're playing on site as well. They're not even playing deep towards street. Finally pulling a player back, but they were posted up on this. That demon line controlled by Jaw, though, takes away the headhunter on the other side, and now down to the 4v4. What do they have to play with? G2 shifting back towards tree. The paranoia only catching one. DRG going to try and deal with this somehow. They've got to try and pry them out of these deeper positions. That time is ticking, and Jonah P again doing what he can. It's all on Nick. Too little, too late, as G2 recover what felt like a sinking ship.
I mean, that is such a fantastic recovery. Yeah, we're getting a chance to look at the timeline ever so briefly there. But to close out these final 4 is crucial to G2's survival here in map 1.
Well, they needed it, Mike. They needed that. It was looking rough by all accounts, but credit to them for this turnaround. To be able to stabilize, to be able to find the solutions. Still looking lively. I absolutely can't wait to see how this continues on after the half.
That way, when you have a Waylay just running rampant in some of these rounds.
Look, the Waylay after the buff looks so good as well. It makes sense. Hopefully you saw that shot call, Pip, there, because I didn't. Now, at this point, Ackerman is going to be the one with the Sheriff. So eyes a little on him. On the other side, Frenzy there with Jaw. A couple of ghosts to round it out, but now we get to see how this looks on the attack inside. Again, coming in with that double duelist. Maybe a new problem for G2 to solve. But they learned well. They learned fast. Those last 4 rounds, they absolutely brought this game back within touching distance.
So I would have said they were almost just one buy round away from that spiraling out of control. Yeah, it might sound stupid to say that with the deficit they were at, but it was the Stinger round that really put them back on the map in that first half. DRG will find themselves a clean plant here, though. Jonah P unlikely to entertain an engagement ahead of the reinforcements. DRG just itching to get further and further.
Cover going out.
Now's the time, isn't it? Smoke's starting to be invested, util coming in, but a bit of stall coming out from the utility from Nick. So trying to slow this down and maybe divide them. And Flexing just standing guard. Back-to-back damage, but a fight back from Lee. Big work from him to create space on the site. And Ackerman, though, is the danger man. He has been the whole time. Jonah P's still alive. No util, just weapon in hand. Up against Demon 1. Can he play it just right? Jonah P! Don't test him on this site. It's been his all along, and it may look close, but he's got it all day long.
Red Bull clutch here to kick off the second half, continuing that momentum from a string of 4 to come back here. And again, just as soon as basically the green light is lit, there's just a furious exchange of kills.
You gotta be quicker than that. I'm an insurance company, come on.
And a 3K of his own.
It's huge.
It's Demon 1 to find one in the first half for the pistol.
Yeah.
But a clutch here for Jonah P.
And look, I said it, I wanted more from Jonah P, a little more from Jaw, but we're definitely getting it from Jonah P here. If we get a couple more like that, I'm all aboard. Getting back on. What's this then? Leave. No, it's 3. Devastating for DRG. And Valorant just kind of closing down the account. Simple stuff, really. G2 not breaking a sweat.
If they even needed it. Confidence builders. Farm here in round 2.
Spike down.
Spike
Get his
messed
ass,
up.
boys! Woo! Nate said, I'm getting 3. I'm getting 3. You got 3, man.
Certainly a little more energetic now.
Yeah, starting to look a little bit more like the G2 we've heard about, right? This out now. Need to make an impact here, but G2 with Stingers.
Yeah, Leaf holding on to the Judge as well and actually rotating towards where the heavier presence from DRG is and the Spike. And he's only 2 off the pit. After that round 2.
G2 looking a little naughty. Getting interested, getting invested, but Demon 1 actually be able to split ahead of this almost. Slipping through deeper towards the wall on Rubble. Gonna see Jonah P, calls it out of Flexin. This has been well handled.
Yeah.
I thought there could have been a bit more danger to that, but actually they navigated it well.
Oh, he's not cleared by that.
No. Like, this isn't...
Do they still check it?
Oh.
Wow. Valorant has to commit to 1. Yeah, with a Stinger there, there's no chance of him collecting 3, potentially 4.
Yeah.
But what
But
can
how
Leaf do?
about this? How about a Judge? How do we feel? It's quite hard to clear some of these corners. You don't have Prowlers. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. I wasn't nervous. DRG making it past the bonus. Still smiles on their side.
Yeah, that's kind of what Demon won the first kill onto Trent. Even in the back lines here through the smoke.
Enemy remaining.
Woof. I mean, he went for the right target, right? You leave the one who's picked up the orb anyway, but damn, he was quick.
I said there's just no way, unless you can retrieve one of his weapons, but there's just
then.
no way stringing anything else together. But 4 left standing. DRG.
Odin
Run
out.
out of the timeout.
Where's Jonah P sitting with that? Okay, towards 3. Fair play. DRG eyeing up this C site very quickly. It is only Leaf here on his own, and there was longer rotations. Now they could be there. So just an early glance and an early show of force.
Or maybe some commitment behind this, though. Whether or not there's any deterrent. I mean, drawing out the snake bite very early on.
Yeah, I guess we're at what? 1 minute 15. There's a paranoia, so it is go time. Trent on the fallback, as is Leaf. Jaw now wants to get towards site. Ackerman already going to be taking the space, but does he expect the fight? He spots out Leaf. Ackerman's been chomping at that bit, man. He wants in.
Much you around now in this second half. Considering the first, but... And they didn't pin down the kill.
No, I thought he was dead.
Yeah.
Not to be. DRG not willing to fully back away, all playing towards water as well. No one on mound yet. Demon One's having a look back just in case someone might be closing the gap. But now, Flexin still tucked on top of box. Time to play this back through now. G2 need to clear this side. Flexin still standing. Torba gets cleared. Already DRG starting to dwindle in numbers, but a 2v2 and similar HP. But there's literally that Odin coming in, spraying away. But Demon One up against Valen. Oh, he's been outdone again. Valen letting him know, holding his nerve. Similar scenes to what we saw at the start.
Another 1v1. Demon One unfortunately fall into another member of G2 here. And again, it almost feels like this takes an eternity for G2 to get onto site, but still relatively comfortable with the half defuse coming through. G2 twisting the knife now.
Oh yeah.
Still going to be a purchase here for DRG, considering 4 standing coming out of the timeout, but not an awful lot left behind this. But Ultimate's to invest now. And Demon One and Ackerman 2 away from theirs.
Oh, the TP as well. I like that. Oh, they're big in on this one. Hold on. Let's see.
Well,
Sun's there. Spirit said, "One, where are you off to?" Backside, that's wild!
What?
You don't get to do that!
You got
to
2!
Jaw. How did you get 2? I don't understand where G2 just got half of these kills from! Oh man, wrap it up! Wrap it up! A flawless round! That was mad. Give me that replay right now.
The
I don't know
safety
how.
net of Jorgamo.
Look at this guy.
Again, I thought, he's drifting, he's not going to get this first goal, but he actually kills Flexin here. Then
That's
still gets
crazy.
the shorty switch.
That... Who do you think
It's
you're fighting?
actually just broken his ankle.
That's foul work. Same.
Yeah,
I
same.
get you. I get
Same.
you. Nah.
I mean, grinning ear to ear now.
Yeah. Oh man, that's got
6-2 was the score, by the way.
I don't know what value the timeout would be here for DRG, but I'd kind of like to see one. I'd kind of like them to maybe pause for thought a little bit, you know, calm down. I mean, here, yeah, I guess they've got Sheriff's Stinger there too, so maybe not the round for it, but give them a sec to breathe. Even if it's not going to be like a tactical timeout.
Jorgamo again with the shorty. Begging somebody to push this smoke. Maybe we get away here. Flexin has taken a little bit of chip damage.
Bring them down.
See Jonah P on the spam here.
Oh, gun. Just showing a little bit through the wall.
Well, safe to say he's warmed up now.
Yeah, Jaw's here. Oh, dear. It's only against Sheriffs, man. It's fine, right? Good. I'm sure DRG will be saying that to themselves.
Well,
Oh, they're all starting to hit. G2. I don't know what happened in the last couple of rounds, really. It's just like suddenly, yeah, we're firing. We're not actually going to miss much.
let's just pretend we're back in Americas.
I reckon that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there was no good choice there. Bakerman. So another flawless.
Back to back.
G2, where has this come from? Man.
Well, I'm interested to see where it actually sits now because it's going to be obviously...
Hello.
That's just a pixel out of place for Flexin. Jorgamo pounces on the opportunity.
Bro.
Yeah,
Yo,
it's foul.
let him fight.
Well, here's the
As
time.
G2 has started to arrive. It scares me, man.
Yeah. This is certainly the pedigree we talk about
Yeah.
when discussing G2. DRG a little bit concerned to see that they want to slow things down, actually. They're looking very well choreographed in the first half, but unable to really replicate the same sort of thing here in the second. G2 basically have total freedom here. At least outside C and B in a very safe hold between Jonah P and Lee. And Jonah P now just questioning if anybody has drifted silently forwards, but we can obviously see it. The back of the drone clearing outside B, actually. G2 going to make a massive rotation here.
Yeah, the flank is coming in though as well, but the site already being secured, it looks like. Eggman does well to take away Jonah P, but they still know that there's a lot of presence here. Backline now threatened. Where do you go if you're DRG? You don't have comfort on the site. You don't have a way to really rotate out. You're pretty much stuck here. Jaw takes back front site as well. Flexin trying to stay alive by the smoke, but for DRG, they're living and dying basically.
Well, Flexin was actually spotted on the way past from Jorgamo, so he knows that they have this contingency.
It's pretty work from Jaw. Yeah, we're seeing G2 looking a lot better now. After a shaky start, it kicked up a gear and then some.
It's close to flawless as you could hope for here. Like I said, just the awareness to go forward, prioritize further. Information here towards Tree.
The confidence in their fights they're taking.
I mean, it's night and day from when we're looking at a 6-2 scoreline, like I said, to open this out. And again, this is the byproduct now of a whimper in the second half. It's a very broken purchase here. But DRG is continuing.
We said there was confidence in the fights, and you could see it just clear as day. Sticking around and punishing Nick, and that removes so much potential from that DRG side, who are now being bullied across the map.
Just unable to really get a steady footing here. I mean, was Aikman, what, 17 kills in the first half? I think I just saw 20.
Yeah.
Very, very confident resurgence here on Lotus. Have an ultimate to invest here on the back of Demon 1. Again, eyes go towards Jonah P. This one, G2 are probably poised more towards a retake here. Certainly with a man advantage.
Timing.
Actually, with plenty of util left for Trent as well.
Uh-oh. They want to fight CT. DRG want to go further.
And Jonah P's prioritizing Tree as well, so...
Yeah, this is good. Nice use of the ult combination, but they still have their weapons out. They were able to slip back deeper. I don't know if DRG thought they caught them way closer up, but it's certainly not the case. G2! Oh, this is absolutely class performance. Demon 1 would have to go nuclear, and he cannot. G2! That road to redemption started here. Not a great start, but midway through, Mike, they up
to regain their part. Like I said, there's so much on the line here.
It truly is. And look, roll your minds back. This was always a good map for G2. Historically, one of the teams that really set an example.
Even this year, like, just the one loss. So I believe Sentinels domestically, but yeah, always demonstrating capabilities here. A walk up, actually lucky to get away with the recall here.
It's fine, it's fine. Look, we've had some casualties, man. I've heard
I've been scarred before.
Look, I've just been...
Right, it's G2 historically.
Yeah, no, it's wild. You know that social team is waiting for like nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday? Yes. Just, that's chunky. Oh, by the way, this is horrible. Nowhere feels safe, and G2 start firing back as well. Hold on, there was a little bit of something to this one. It is messy, but it is down to a 1v2, and this is going to get difficult.
22 HP.
Yeah, man, what are you meant to do? You can pray that you get a connection. You're not going to get it, G2. Starting strong. Just enough chaos caused, but that site was just, you can't stay on it.
No. And again, especially with this composition, just the coverage.
It's nuts.
With utility here. It's so brutal. This second headshot, by the way, just catching.
Yeah, man. reasonable.
A glimpse ahead of the smoke.
One enemy.
Reasonable jaw things. Just,
Unfortunately, yeah, that's Ackerman had found the first there with a spam.
yeah. Oh, you kind of wanted to see them get the ball rolling early because they've
Certainly
been,
when our map 1 started, yeah.
and how it ended. You know, that downpour of rounds on them was, oh, it's carrying on. There we go.
Yeah, he's not backing up.
No, Jaw is kind of feeling this one, and he's been played in further. The paranoia will not dissuade this positioning. Yeah, this man is going to have an absolute game, and G2's confidence just growing here. He's going to get punished, but sadly at this point you are feeling this one's almost wrapped up with a bow.
Yeah. And no chance to recover that weapon either. It's on the back side of the smoke here.
Come on, Demon One.
Show us something through mid here.
Oh,
Drone is down.
Show
No
the drone
fun.
something instead.
Ammunition.
Leaf's closing in. Just toying with his food. The eventual death is coming.
No escape.
Oh, have a seat. Oh, have a shot flex in. All right, hold on. That's a big weapon recovered.
Yeah.
We're in a 2v2.
Well, Sheriff and the Bulldog certainly doable now.
14 seconds on the smoke, though, but still, we know that they've got free access to this site.
Valen on a stinger as well. You're not going to see him necessarily commit to this
30
unless he can
seconds
catch a timing, but he's going to miss it from window.
You'd love to see them get a little bit of a fight back here, given an opportunity, making an opportunity, but Valen going to make this hard work. Made it to the site. Not going to connect fully. A little bit of chip, but Demon One closing in. He wants a fight here, and he's got one. 2 big kills this round, making the impossible seem possible in his hands. But Jorgamo, the one who looked lethal at the start of this round, trying to gap close back in, spots one, finds one. And the old teammates now having to go head-to-head! And Jorgamo proving just why he's still the big dog here.
Demon One, unfortunately, once more put in a clutch situation.
God, he did so much.
Yeah. But it's Jorgamo to find 4. Absolutely shredding another round 2 flip here.
Oh, yeah.
But the Red Bull clutch comes through for Jorgamo.
Enemy remaining.
Still, we can see, yeah, just the double check on the clone.
Got you, boys. Hey, boys, I got you, boys. Don't worry about that shit.
Light work, apparently.
Well,
No-
yeah.
No problems, no problems.
Still
at
on
all.
that close.
Yeah.
Can he speed? Can he speed? But ultimate already here in round 3 for Jorg. Starting at 6-1.
God damn. And that confidence will equate to how he plays these rounds out. Probably willing to stick around a little longer, but has to respect the early util, but catches a glance. Seeing at least the gap close coming in from Eckerman, and he expected the drop on it, but Eckerman quick with that.
Recovering it.
Actually take a tag either. Still very healthy on the side of DRG. And just Sheriff's in a bucky now for G2. Going to ride this out considering the previous.
He looks dead here. How is this man getting away with it? Still stayed alive for a follow-up. Taking away Leaf as well as Jaw. But Trent, Valen, and Jonah P, this cross might be the death of them. They don't have much to facilitate it, really.
Yeah. I mean, the upgrade for Jonah.
Little chip.
To find some kills if
Ooh,
Flexing falls here. Could open a can of worms here.
No.
Well, hang on.
No, no. There's no way this is going to go wrong. And again, Demon One this time will convert the clutch, but barely saving this round.
Cost them so much. That was minimal investment from G2 as well. Beautiful opener here to find Jorgamo.
Oh, the expectation was
Yeah.
right. Oof.
But a bloodied exchange.
Last player standing.
I believe DRG scraping the barrel.
Good damage.
And frustration, sure, winnable, but now a couple of gaps in util here. Only really rifles, but some light shields here littered. So Leaf potentially a chance to punish that. And this orb never feels good.
No, but it has been collected. They can take the tour around. Don't have to be in a massive hurry. And they haven't really explored on towards the A site kind of during regular play and round. It was obviously in that second got a little bit more dicey, but that late investment of the wall coming in from Leaf is going to add a couple problems here. Feels like it starts to herd you, but Demon 1 could have cracked that open towards middle, but safe play in the end from Jonah P, shifting back a little bit deeper.
Stall here. G2 should be potentially opened up here, but doesn't look like it will connect.
Oh, the timing on that. Slowing them right down, but Akman's still going to be going for this one. Spots out at least one on CT, but they're refighting on the space. Spirit Z1 does well, but there's the instantaneous answer. Smoked off towards heaven, the plant could be in play. Demon 1 a mile away, and the TP coming in, but the loss. Demon 1 was meant to secure this.
He's out on an island here. He can't commit to the plant.
Oh no, this has gone terribly wrong. And look who's closing in. Jaw wants him dead. Buys his time though, doesn't go on his own, waits for the support. Flexen has to stay alive. He has to buy time, and he's trying to, but that smoke's not giving him too much cover. Jogamo with the removal of him opens up the chance for the defusers. Ackerman's position doesn't really complement the plant either. It's too far away, and I think G2 have done this just brilliantly.
I mean, almost worried that G2 was so cautious about the approach. There you can see Jogamo with the flash. He's like, I'm not going to commit just yet. Conscious. Again, held at the front door here. Fast TP, Demon 1 unfortunately just caught completely off guard.
Boys, let's go, boys.
Even then, it's so rough to find a plant that's favorable to the lurk, favorable to the rotation coming back through spawn. So well handled by G2.
Oh man, and DRG put right back down to Sheriffs. On the other side, an opportunity to grow the wealth, get a little bit more behind them, build up their ults.
They're looking towards potentially Jonah P and Leaf in this round. VALORANT does have the divide.
Spike drop.
And unlikely to see it here.
Looks like indecision a little here, but Demon 1 very disconnected from the others. Spirit Z1 going to be joining him eventually, but
see how late this util's invested here. It's at the minute mark. It's really going to eat into the options of the DRG. Have to deal with it to maybe allow themselves some breathing room.
Jura on the other side tried to take a glance. I don't know if he spotted anyone, to be fair, and it doesn't look like it, considering the rotation.
Cover going out.
Actually, almost to their detriment, the investment elsewhere. Does VALORANT go forwards? Look for something?
I don't know if he spotted too much here. I think the smoke's still just averting their gaze. Nice pop flash, but brilliant positioning from VALORANT. So well handled. Big pick up on 2, making this side hold very tough now. Flexen trying to go for this. Trent's already caught Nick, though. They're running thin on the site. G2 all too aware of what they would have wanted, and Demon 1's positioning now becoming a bit too obvious.
Sure, actually did the hard work in terms of pulling the rotation here, but 2 huge kills from VALORANT. Again, doesn't drop to sight, so that rifle's unretrievable. Even with the TP, a bold attempt. DRG unable to really crack through.
And I'd like to see DRG potentially explore a little bit towards middle, try and punish a bit more in that actively, rather than just a very passive lurk. The obvious answer, so G2 might already be considering that, because it has been absent of active pressure during the kind of opening starts of these rounds.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you want to continue to commit Demon 1 to this, they need to be winning out some of these opening engagements, or at least drawing blood somewhere on the map. That's
Cage triggered.
well, first mid take's not looking too good off rip here.
Hold on. This is a lot of info, though. Don't think you're going to spot Trent there, but you are going to take towards sight. Maybe a couple of gaps in the information, but where's he committing to? Demon 1 does very well towards middle. This is much better. An earlier insertion towards it, and a great follow-up fight. Dividing and conquering towards this B site, and the plant now allowed. This is much better tempo from DRG. Now G2 trying to pull up the retake with just 3 alive isn't going to be easy, but with VALORANT doing that, that certainly sets the stage.
Well, the divide as well here. And also a chance for Leaf to kidnap somebody from the back lines of DRG.
Oh, they're trying to push up on this wall, though. They're trying to get more active on the site here. Can't sit behind it, so Leaf gets a punish. Ackerman gone down, Demon 1 still holding the line. That's the impact you were waiting on. That's a man who could be a problem. Much better tempo on that mid take.
Absolutely. Coming out of a timeout once more with a pace change. We'll gather them around. Unlucky here, but Valen crucial to find that kill.
Enemy.
Yeah, I mean, it's still just... You hop into the POV of Demon 1 occasionally, you're just like, damn, man, this is still so talented.
He's still a treat to watch. You know, that's one of the things. I will always be a fan of this man, regardless of role, team. It's hard not to be, right? Showman through and through when it comes to the in-server performance. But now they need to string together a couple of rounds, right? That was after the timeout, a good reaction.
Yeah.
We liked it. You complimented before. We actually liked what we saw in that first map. Now we need to see consecutive rounds built.
Gonna plant the seed of doubt here on the back of the orb retrieval. Outside A, but again,
Cage triggered.
you haven't really prioritized taking much space on that side of the map. Drone will confirm the rotation. Demon 1 tasked once more. Finding something in mid, but a much earlier drift into formation here for him.
Yeah, and Trent, though, with a really good re-clear over towards that deeper A main space, even before that wall got invested, so lovely. They can get that third body on that B side. Valen going to try and secure himself a little bit of a position to play from. Info found. Spirit's Head 1 going to be the one to try and take the fight. Not clean enough. Jonah P outdoes him. Side control now going to be strapped over. They're not giving this one up. Demon 1 again. This guy's trying to come alive. Jogamo looking a little lower in HP. The numbers are still good for G2.
30 seconds left.
The ult now. Oh, Demon 1 just ducking it. Oh, he's still going. Demon 1 still looking like in name and in nature. The Demon himself on the server, but a 2v2 ain't easy. Ult comes in. Spike's a problem. They have to go back and get this.
Yeah, 10 seconds now.
That's just to buy time. Leaf on control of this too, just occasionally checking, waiting for the swing on it. 7 seconds now. Demon 1 got to keep this secure, but Ackerman does well. Plot needs to be coming into play. That is so damn close. Oh, no! Just too late.
A split second.
That was a second. I wasn't sure if it just ticked over.
I mean, heads up from Trent to not
Very
give
smart.
any chance.
God. Oh.
Played to perfection here for the Red Bull clutch by Trent. Again, even in this exchange, it feels like DRG are on the... Oh my God.
Man.
Back in a flash.
No.
But the issue being here, I mean,
Yo, me
Ackerman
shooting him, Axer's MVP.
bails so quickly here that Spirits 1 is just... I mean, he's left in no man's land in terms of this site here. The spacing being a bit of an issue once more.
The combo. Spirit's Head 1 going to try and get out of there. Jonah P only going to be rewarded with the tag afterwards. A lovely little kind of pocket play coming out.
I was talking about him not taking space this around.
Leaf gonna
will,
catch.
yeah.
Damn.
A little benefit on the back of that.
My ultimate is ready.
Oh man, if they start just building up. And Spirit's Head 1's having a really rough start here. He was one of the players that the desk was talking about. When he has impact, he's great. Very sharp looking player, but
Yeah, not seeing it just yet.
nah, not here. 1 to 8 so far, rough. DRG trying to keep their options open, keep maybe an additional body on the wrong side of the map. It's been a minute since our drones have commanded the attention of 3.
Certainly here you see as well. It's looking as if they might rotate the spike this direction. Now second guessing that, but further hesitancy from the side of DRG. Yeah, no connection here, but Trent and Valen going to respect this. Well, as I say that, disrespecting that smoke.
Willing to take a little bit of a brawl on it, stay out a little bit deeper. Demon 1. Is this your time? Is this the time? He made a mad play. Tried to give him at least a body back, and he's done well enough to bring into a 3v2. Now we need a big ult coming in as well. Not going to find, because look how far G2 are on their progress already, and you know where their ults come from. Nick's options are foul here. Jonah P would be the first. Oh my God, okay. All right. I was worried.
Valen has looked rock solid in terms of these site defenses.
Seconds left.
That kill was foul as well.
Yeah.
Yes, so good, but I mean, what is that, the third time he's found 2 ahead of Spike even going down. Like I said, it looked initially who's going to respect that, but with Ackerman not really finding value, they're happy to go forward and challenge the front lines of DRG.
good. Even that one where the clock just ran out, him taking that slightly earlier fight on it, basically got them that half a second. Normally has that early support as well from Trent up towards Heaven. Didn't get to throw the wall into the mix just yet. Clearing close right, spots nothing. But this site here is not going to be pleasant already. Oh,
much better.
Melting Trent though. Didn't expect that pressure coming his way potentially, and that's worked really well.
Now Leaf actually has to respect this.
Spike planted.
Retreating all the way back towards spawn. Waiting for the reinforcements, but an advantageous position now, and Leaf will fall.
Okay, back yourself a little here. Spirit doing wondrous things, and still doubles into that, taking away Jaw too. This is looking perfect.
Here.
Having fights, being aggressive, a bit of confidence to this, digging way deeper.
Almost a roll of the dice to actually gamble on finding a 1v1. It's Trent to fall. Jonah P just has to watch this one conclude.
I've got to say, DRG after a timeout,
Yeah.
they do look good.
Yeah. In the rounds that actually G2, historically, I mean, anti-ecos and sort of pacey rounds, they've got a couple of players that will, yeah, they'll go forwards, they'll hold the front line and find 2 or 3 kills, but Paranoia didn't even connect here. It's
One enemy
a little
remaining.
bittersweet see Stingers used like that against G2. This is exactly what the doctor ordered, and
oh,
G2.
one away from the divide again. Jorgamo ultimate firmly in hand, sitting at 12 and 5. Been the driving force for G2, as is ever the case. They'll go hunting.
What do we have? 2 Sheriffs and that Vandal on Jaw. Flex in. Gonna be the man to be hunted down first. Paranoia gets sent through. How much did he see?
I was going to say, early investment of that,
Panic.
which will spur things on towards 8. You can see Leaf has, again, all but given up sight here.
Yeah.
Only got a Sheriff in hand.
Not a bad shout. So we can see that they were looking for him. I think they're still aware that he could be towards CT. Timing's everything. Really nice clear. Spirit's Head 1 starting to lock in, it looks like, after a quiet beginning, but you've got to be careful of the pack coming through. Trying to shoulder this. Not the first time we've seen it. Valen very cognizant now. Little shoulder check, jump for the sacrifice, but they can't quite close down on the swing. As Jaw now would have to go wild. Not to be, as DRG take another back.
Keep things within touching distance here. Almost a similar comeback that G2 were able to pull off, but certainly a closer affair here on Abyss.
One enemy remaining.
Not taking too many casualties either, so we'll protect the economy basically for the rest of this half. And actually, ultimate's in hand as well. So yeah, now so it's Z1 got his up to 5 kills. Oh, well, I believe sit at 1 and 8 previously to this, so
much better. But it has been this B site that has been causing their woes.
yeah, it has. Yeah, this is where the spacing's been a little off.
Let's see how Spirit One handles it this time. It's normally that follow-up off the back of the Waylay gap close. Now, spotting out 3 early on, do they continue to commit? They're certainly going to put him to work, but Flex with a great punish. Swinging out, catching that swing from Heaven.
Yeah, and VALORANT has been crucial in terms of holding on to B side for G2.
Demon 1 previously won his fight against Jaw!
That's what I mean.
There's only one Demon 1, and you get glimpses every now and then, but the round ain't over. Spikes off towards A. Nick looking like he might have secured this one, as Trent and Leaf have a mountain to climb, and DRG starting to feel the possibility.
Trent will find one, but still 3 left in a diffusal. And look at the minimap. Still got the threat of being wrapped from B.
Doubled up, man.
Almost don't want to see him doubled up here, actually. Little high-low setup, yeah. Don't want to leave anything to chance here.
Oh man, I miss casting this guy. Like, don't get me wrong, he could have probably been safer in it. It didn't have to be as flashy, but oh, it does look good.
against wide open sightlines this time around for Valorant. He's been favouring, kind of, like I said, challenging the front line, that
Silent.
kind of duelist pounce onto sight.
Oh, what turnaround, 6-5.
Yeah.
Lovely work. Really, really impressive. Now, a couple ults here for G2, but that purchase is suffering. Mike, you got Guardian Stingers.
It's not pretty at all.
Well, it looks
But,
similar, doesn't it? This
no,
4-1.
no such thing as a bad buy for G2, though.
Very true.
It's now prioritising outside A, which hasn't been much. It's been Leaf to invest a little util, a couple of jump checks from Jorgamo, but a ton of information early on. Benefit being DRG have found a plant.
Divide as well.
That's early, though.
Over,
Very
but
early.
Yeah. And last time around, DRG then pushed towards site. They committed in front of it, but they have left one player behind this time. So the information could be heard on this. I think there's going to be, Nick should absolutely now know there is pressure coming his way. That's two big pieces of utility from two very different agents, and there's a player trying to catch you on your heels. Nick tries to evacuate site. A flip of roles and a flip of positions. DRG fight forward. There's very few ways for them to get out of this one alive. As Jonah P, the last one standing.
Concentrate's over.
A 1v4. DRG, great decision making here, Mike. I'm loving this return to form.
Again, carbon copy of the first map, a 6-2 scoreline. This time around, DRG able to be the ones to equalise here. And a beautiful turnaround. I mean, almost looking dead in the water at the start of this half. Unable to convert these post plants, but now an all-even scoreline, Lauren.
Yeah, brilliant to witness. See the fans globally enjoying this one. And as it heats up, Jaw, though, he plays his role so perfectly. Give him one, it's a very different position. Mechanically, we'll always enjoy it, but Jaw is still so, so clean. Now we get to see the side swap, right? So let's see how this looks on the other side. G2, historically exceptionally strong on this map. On the first to truly get a beat on it, their time now to set the tempo.
Get a fast take towards B. It's DRG. Also on the other side, though, have explored mid aggressively. And actually, Jonah P going to get, well, not what he wants at the top of the rope here.
No, certainly brought down. Valen wants to go. Oh, they look a bit caught in their ideas. So they fight forward, do they fall back? And right now the choice is made for them. Spirit Z one sending them back to watching the rest of the team fall down. Trent and Jaw, the last two standing.
Burn out the util nice and early here. Jorgamo has to go huge with the frenzy.
Oh, that paranoia could not have been better, though. Quelling some of that aggression. Still sticking around, but these last two... Oh
my God! No way!
There is no one like him! Absolutely unthinkable form! You write him off, and God were we wrong!
He has absolutely no business.
Enemy remaining.
That is just perfection from Jorgamo for the Red Bull clutch. Do not test this man.
I am absolutely lost for words after that. And that is a rare sight. But these round twos have been tricky. And DRG are in the right place. Fortunately enough, Trent is going to get the connection they were hoping for, but there's a lot of bodies behind here. They're all sitting around. They're still waiting around, but Jonah P and Jaw back in unison, back doing the damage. Flexen desperately tries to do something. But by this point, G2 starting to tear ahead.
Chip damage, but 3 weapons will be maintained here. For G2, a chance to maybe catch their breath in between maps. Sorry, rounds. Obviously, the round 2. Bone of contention on both sides previously.
What a treat of a game this has been.
The start to the second half here again. Unable to really replicate G2's run after a comeback in the first. Jorgamo 1 away from his ultimate already.
Just the fact they can dig deeper just keeps impressing me over and over again. DRG most wrote them out. you know, most didn't see the potential there. And to an extent, you can understand the doubt when you have a stand-in, but that all in mind, still bringing a brilliant game here to G2.
Making them sweat.
Oh, yeah.
Again, forcing G2 to make decisions. Not necessarily freedom here on Abyss. So we're walking towards A side once more.
Time to jump.
Two members, whether or not they're going to commit to some of these engagements on the way in. Nothing off the tripwires, so Team One got to wait this out now.
Spike planted.
Okay, Spike's in, so time limit set now. Team One's got to be careful with how he steps about this. Angles are lethal, as are the players on the other side. Joe wants to be a little deeper, sticking around. They take a body with him. First couple of cautious steps being made, but go to time is now. Jaw gets cleared. Printed one. Trying to set the stage here. Nice swing, not clean enough. Leap a little better. Does lose his life, but takes two with him. Now you're starting to see G2 deeper in this post plant. Ackerman's still sitting on this. He's not getting up. The fuse is coming in just in the nick of time.
Everyone will fall. Two last members of G2 will
making it up towards 9. DRG back on the buy.
they must win. DRG. I think 3 players from G2 obviously now going to be sitting comfortably in terms of the purchase.
No more
Secrets.
Dumbass kid. How'd
Damn.
you get it?
9-7. Jonah P with the ult. One away for Leaf. Couple away from Trent, but on the other side, Spirit's Head 1's got his. Buy still not perfect, still suffering in certain areas. And G2 eyeing up this B site again.
Yeah, 3 players now committed for DRG. Just can't
Get
get
out
a
of
kill
there.
ahead of it.
Taking space here. Jonah P trying to set them up as well. Great tag. Just at the end, catching Flexin. The plant's now in.
A little bit of a different approach here. But still Jorgamo posted up. The one to try and buy some time, but have the full force of DRG to deal with here. And spotted out very early on.
Sure, nicely dealt with. But the backline's the problem, Mike. We saw that layered util before. DRG leading this quite late already.
Listen to the spike, yeah.
Starting to tick, but DRG starting to pry out these players. Do they get to handle this though? Can they do this in time? Trent and Jonah P trying to stay alive. Oh, it's magnificent from Trent! Buying them the precious seconds they needed, and Jonah P doing enough!
Pulling out all the stops now, G2. Able to whittle away at DRG here on Abyss.
One enemy remaining.
A crucial kill on the jump across here to make sure
One enemy.
he can pressure the defuse.
What are they saying about Teo being out of the meta, huh? Put in this guy's hands, it's no problem.
And it's going to rock the finances of DRG. It's the one rifle, couple of sheriffs to make work here in round 18. They're clutching at straws.
Jaw is right up mid as well. Tough pick. Couldn't do much about it. Just kind of outgunned in that scenario. Big info on the extremity as well.
G2 now know that they have a ton of space to walk into towards B. It's only Flexing. Demon 1 shut down now.
There's a wolf behind the wire and it's Jorgamo just taking a walk, but actually Flexing at least gonna do a bit of damage, but that's not gonna be enough this round.
Double flank coming through. Trent's gonna be here to greet at least one.
One enemy
And
remaining.
he does just that. All down to Ackerman, who started this series off explosively, but shut down by Jonah P. 11 on the board. Desperately looking for answers now for DRG. To keep this series alive.
One enemy remaining.
No more to
Again, with G2 relying on these heavy post-plant, util-oriented strategy, just forcing DRG to explore the map. Try and trim the fat a little bit.
It's now or it's really never for DRG. Finally a purchase. I'm trying to be brave about it, but the exchange of space here, middle already overrun by G2.
Yeah, right up the guts here. It's going to be Jorgamo to continue on that exploration. It's the map is being so well read by G2 now. They know they forced the hand of DRG. They're getting desperate. Forced to take initiative. G2 just waiting to, well, welcome them with open arms, really. I mean, look at where this engagement's going on.
I know. But DRG, they do have 3 players on the correct side of the map. Still a bit of util to play off. Not too much. You see Spirit's Head, one lovely shot towards Jaw. It's going to be revealed, but Demon 1 trying to join him, but there's a problem on the back of the side. Demon 1 falling to Valorant. Jonah P getting involved in the mix. Dive down from heaven. It is chaos as a 2v2 begins. The plant now in play, and look how far away Aikman is.
Fortunately, managed to herd G2 towards the site where there was a stack, but G2 dismantle it. But a 2v2 on the card still. And an ultimate to invest.
Okay, trying to use this just to clear back sight. So they should be able to work forward from that, but Trent's still sticking around. He's been monstrous in these post plants. Leaf by his side. Trent now challenged first. He swings and he succeeds. Leaf putting what looks like DRG into their grave. 12 found by G2. One more round and redemption is had.
Absolutely on the money. Feels like the nail in the coffin, Lauren. So, again, the whiff on the dart just gives G2 the option to go forwards, but
I'll see you soon, NRG.
again, with somebody spotted elsewhere on the map, G2, they're always going to favor themselves when they can throw 4 or 5 at sight and know they can rely on these fundamentals, just finding a trade. Every single person finding a trade on the way in. So back to B now. Nick trying to find something. Leaf got to be careful. Back with no frag and yeah,
desperation.
Yeah, punishing. You're absolutely right. The desperation play from DRG here in round 20. Man to the good very early on here. Oh, hang on though.
What?
Valin removed from the rope by Ackerman.
Oh my god. Didn't expect a follow-up. Getting a little weird in these moments now. But it is a 4v3. And they're eyeing up A instantly. They felt that opening. They're going for it now.
All missiles away.
Jorgamo just
Grenade is live.
be absolutely sure going to invest. And Trent isolates one on the back of his util. Jorgamo will spot that DRG are still deep in spawn.
Starting to feel those stars align here. Demon 1 and Nick, the last 2 standing to try and take on the 4 from G2. Round by round, this team has looked more and more deadly, scarier and scarier. There's still hope for DRG, waning as it may be. They have to be brave about this, bold about it, and they've got to make their move. But Trent takes away Demon 1. It's all on Nick in a 1v3. It's looking like G2 have done enough to deny any upset today. Back on track.